Hello, YouTube friends and family. This is Sandra from Passion Speak, where we give those with a passion a platform to speak. I am so happy to be back here. Whew, I'm sorry. I'm sorry I was gone for 3 weeks, y'all. I'm really sorry, but I have a good excuse. I really do. I had a little issue in my apartment. I want to use the issue to illustrate a really great story concerning my non-scale victory, because I'm all about the non-scale victories. But before we go there, I want to talk about really quick a subject that came up in my group that I'm part of a private chat group. It's a video. It's a Marco Polo group. Part of a group that offers support and questions. It's a very intimate, very small group, which is kind of what I need. And whenever I have a question, I can go in the group and I get answers to my inquiries because I'm still learning the carnivore way of eating, and questions come up like every single day. And if I don't raise a question, one of my teammates are going to raise a question, and we have professionals in the group that are prepared to answer the questions. So everybody gets what they need. Anyways, the Fabulous Felines, you can catch them on YouTube and you can catch them in my show notes. If you just click below, it's the feline group. And anyway, they're everything for me as a support group, everything I need. Okay, so what do I want to talk about today? Real quick, we're going to talk about a subject that came up in the group, and that was autism and the carnivorous way of eating to address or to I hesitate to say fix, but to fix or to remedy or to soften the blow of autism and dementia. So we don't have a whole lot of scientific facts, but we do know something. We do know that there are a couple of studies that have been done where people who embrace and adapt a carnivorous lifestyle, a high fat or a moderate fat, moderate protein, and low to no carbs, or low to no carbs, no to low carbs. Either way, whether you go zero carbs or just under 20, 30, 40 carbs a day, in a low carb situation, that kind of a lifestyle lends itself well if you are dealing with dementia or if you are dealing with autism, particularly in children. Robin below, it's linked below, had a conversation with Dr. Anthony Chafee about autism in children and the impact that it has. Like, you can see marked improvement in your children who suffer from autism. It seems like autism is a big thing these days. Like, really, everybody knows a child that is on the autism spectrum. Practically everybody, and this is very interesting. There are ties to our eating lifestyles and to our consumption of sugar. But anyway, that's my soapbox, and I strongly believe it. But there is a clip. I would encourage you to follow Dr. Chafee and some others and do your research on autism and how cutting back on carbs and sugar can help your children or grandchildren or nieces and nephews, whatever, from autism. All children, for that matter. That brings me to another thing. I just want to give a quick shout out to my nieces. I have nieces, Kara, Kalisha, Cheryl, and Shawnee. Those are four of my nieces. I have two other nieces that I learned about just recently in this last year. And I don't know their name because I've never met them. I could look up their names, um, but I want to send love to them nonetheless. I don't need to know your name. And Okay, I'm back. The next thing I want to talk about real quick is my weight loss. So I've not checked in like 3 weeks. And one of the reasons why is because I had an apartment issue. I had a leak in my apartment and we had to call contractors in. And so that caused me to, get off my schedule a little bit. But I think I have a net gain of like 2 pounds. So I'm 38 pounds down instead of the 40 pounds down. And I'm not tripping about it. I am using this week to get a little more centered. Um, and so I'm going to be adjusting. I'm going to be watching my calories. Come to find out, whenever I have stressors in life, I typically undereat or I eat too many carbs. And I did a little bit of both in the last 3 weeks. I did a whole lot of undereating and I did some extra carbs, and you can get those in fairly easy. But just that little change can make a 1 or 2 pound difference for me, and I'm not stressing it. But I want to talk about my non-scale victories real quick. And one of the non-scale victories that I have, you've heard me talk about it before, is I don't have bathroom emergencies, particularly when we're talking about the number 2. Okay. Yeah, let's just put it out there because we all adults, right? So I don't have those emergencies anymore. It used to be after my retirement, which was 4 or 5 years ago. um, I didn't want to leave the house until after a certain time in the morning when I got a little business taken care of, because it was difficult for me. Like when it's time to use the bathroom, I have to go. I can't wait, right? Well, that's all changed now. So I can wait. I can wait until it's convenient. And seriously, that benefit, that it came in handy this week because my contractor was here, and he was here from about 8:30 in the morning to about 3 in the afternoon. And you about 10, 11 o'clock, I got to use the bathroom. Like, I've seriously got to use the bathroom. And I want to go to the bathroom and I want to spend a minute there, like 1 minute. That's all I need, but I want to disappear. And he speaks fluent Spanish and I don't necessarily. And even if I could, I didn't want to tell him I'm disappearing for a minute. I'm going to the bathroom. If you need anything, don't knock, don't scream, not whatever. he was putting up drywall on the ceiling. And I just decided I would wait. I'll wait. And I waited and I waited. I didn't know how long it was going to be here. Well, after about 3, I kept deciding, yeah, I'll just wait. And that is a non-scale victory because I could wait as long as I wanted to. And even when he left, I didn't, I kind of forgot. I was in no real hurry to get to the restroom. And it turned out to be of a benefit for me because I was reminded, yes, you have a non-scale victory. You don't have to go to the bathroom right now when you get the urge. Just like my body naturally tells me to get the urge, but I don't have to run for the hills like I used to have to run for the hills. So in spite of me still going up on the scales, I still have my non-scale victory. Like, I don't have to stop, drop, and roll when my body says, hey, don't you have to use the bathroom? Yeah. So I'm blessed in either way around. So information on the autism is in the show notes, and I look forward to checking in next week. And stay in the green, y'all. You know you're loved. You know you're loved.